Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%.
Right, here we go. 180!
I smell fear in that offense.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yo.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking.
Sit. 188. Mike spot 4. Shoot. Hey, watch this.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off play action. Newton. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
They will run with Grant. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
20. Eight. Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
54 Mike. Rapid.
Great. Press down. Express. Check. Deuce. Check.
The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert, 92 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Express. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll run it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. Now, a big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. A good pickup there at 22.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Again, Newton steps away to his left. And he's got his target. That's more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Newton throwing again. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup. Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll be tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. 21-7, the final score. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Patriots trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Broncos on top. Joe Flacco turning back the clock. 3 touchdown passes. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to... the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to fire one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw, Garoppolo, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. Third down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, now Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Let's bring it.
They will run again with Coleman. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Cut, cut.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. This is taken around the 12. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. This is Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Hey, ready? Ready? Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 20.
Now Newton on first down. Flushed out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Mostert, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Shedding through the defense. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And these guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Complete. Smith has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. While the training staff takes a peek, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the score. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They turn to Scarlett again. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is caught. He hits more. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's Mostert. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Panthers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll